This week we have Pluto, planet of transformation and regeneration, moving back into the sign of Aquarius. All of this, an empowered moment and more in my new intuitive energy forecast for the week of Monday, November 18th through Sunday, November 24th, 2024. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, starseed astrologer and spiritual messenger from Sacred Soul Empowerment, here to do your weekly intuitive energy forecast. For this week, we're going to be using the Syrian Starseed Tarot by Patricia Corey and Alyssa Bartha. That will be the main message for everyone. Your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, is going to be coming from the Gateway of Light Activation deck by Kyle Gray. One of my favorite decks. Okay, so before we get into the astrology of the week or your stones of choice for that special message card, let's go ahead, close our eyes, settle in, relax, and do an empowered moment. So take a deep breath, and as you exhale, consciously relax all of the muscles in your entire body, feeling peaceful and calm, comfortable and serene. And start out by visualizing gold and white light all around you. This is the golden white light of unconditional love, compassion, healing, guidance, protection. The golden white light of God's source energy, universe, great spirit, all that is. Take in a deep, conscious breath, breathing in that golden white light into every cell of your body. And as you exhale, and in your own time, releasing all that your body, mind, and soul no longer needs. And focusing this week on the fact that we have Pluto, planet of transformation and big changes, moving back into the sign of Aquarius, where it's going to be for many, many years, until 2043, 2044. And Pluto, as it brings big transformation, like the phoenix rising from the ashes born anew, in that sign of Aquarius, the sign of the humanitarian, the sign of the collective, the sign of people coming together all across the planet to support one another, assist one another, guide and help one another. Visualize how that looks like for you. Visualize the collective of humanity coming together. Visualize the part that you play within the collective to assist and guide, to bring peace, to bring healing. What does that look like for you? What does that feel like for you? Do you feel the emotions of peace, serenity, happiness, joy? Take a few moments and just visualize and settle into that vision of the positive potential that Pluto, planet of death and rebirth, can bring for the collective of humanity as it moves back into this future-oriented, solution-oriented sign of the zodiac, bringing unique ideas, bringing we the people, the light workers on the planet, together so that our energy becomes stronger, so that we become more empowered within ourselves and more empowered as a group. To bring healing across the globe. We can do this through our actions, but we can also do this energetically by projecting healing, projecting peace, projecting compassion and unconditional love. So send that out now. That peace, that healing, that compassion, that unconditional love. Send that out. Send it out across the globe. Send it to your communities. Send it to your country. Send it to your friends and family. And let's take in one last deep healing, cleansing, and balancing breath. And as you exhale, you can start to wiggle your fingers and toes, open your eyes slowly, and come back into this time and place and space. So let's go ahead and take a look at our stones of choice. So I thought this was such an important and powerful week with Pluto going into Aquarius, so I pulled out some of the bigger spiritual tools that I often use in ceremony or meditation. And the first one is selenite. This is like a selenite wand. But selenite is connected to the angelic realm. It's connected to past, present, future lifetimes, to different timelines. It's connected to connecting with the angelic realm or the archangelic realm. This has such a light and bright vibration, full of activations of higher dimensional energies. So again, this is selenite. Stone number 2, this is a raw piece of labradorite. I love labradorite. Labradorite helps us to get in touch with our otherworldly brothers and sisters of the highest vibration of light, our starseed origins. You can see that I'm turning it around so you can see the reflection of the blue. Sometimes it has a reflection of green or even some purples, but this one is pretty much, well, that has a nice blue to it. This one has a lot of that throat chakra and third eye chakra blue in it. And this one also, because of that, is going to connect to our clairaudience, our clairvoyance, our channeling abilities, our ability to speak our truth. And it also does keep us grounded too, because it's that kind of gray sort of stone with the highlights of the blue in it. So helps us to stay grounded on the earth, even though we're connected to the stars. And our last stone of choice, this is a Lemurian quartz crystal. Yes, it's a pretty big one. And it's a feminine Lemurian seed crystal because it's got this nice kind of window face, flat top to it. I do have a masculine Lemurian quartz too, which is more pointed at the top, but I decided to bring in this feminine Lemurian quartz crystal, which is encoded with information and guidance from our Lemurian brothers and sisters of the light. This helps to, again, bring in the higher vibration of energies as we evolve on the planet, as we activate our gifts and talents and activate our sense of personal power or divine feminine personal power. This helps to, with this window kind of facing, it helps us to see clairvoyantly into perhaps a future timeline for ourselves, or to see clearly answers and guidance that we're looking for. So again, your stones of choice for the special message card later are the selenite, the labradorite, and the Lemurian seed crystal. All right, so let's put those aside here and let's talk about the astrology for the week. We start out on Monday, the 18th of November with Mercury, the planet of the mind, the ruler of the mental realm. It rules thoughts, ideas, perceptions, communications, information. And it's in the inspirational fire sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius can be about that inspiration, as I already mentioned, creative expansion, passion. It is about adventure and excitement and the potential for, again, the future or what lies out there, for us. It's a visionary sort of sign. So it really carries this creative visionary ability. So you think Mercury rules the mind and it's in Sagittarius. This is really a positive thing. On Monday, it's going to be opposing Jupiter, and Jupiter is the planet of expansion, which with all those things we said about Mercury and Sagittarius is really good. But Jupiter right now is in Gemini, which is an air sign about all the little details. It's about curiosity. It sometimes can be a vacillating sort of energy. Gemini, the twins, right? We're like looking at pros and cons and this and that direction, this direction. What do we do? What choices do we make? So sometimes it can lead to a little bit of confusion and chaos. The interesting thing about this is that Mercury is a planet that normally rules Gemini, where Jupiter is. And Jupiter is a planet that normally rules Sagittarius, where Mercury is. So these two planets are in each other's signs. It's called mutual reception. They're in mutual reception to one another because they're in each other's ruling signs. So what does this mean? This actually magnifies the energy here. And oppositions usually play out with other people. So this can be other people one-on-one. This can be other people in groups. This can be other people from a business standpoint in companies. And so this is, again, these fresh ideas and fresh perspectives and creative, initiating, inspirational mindsets that we have that have the possibility to expand into future horizons. The only thing is that with Sagittarius being fire and Gemini being air, we can kind of get lost. It's like being lost in translation. Both of those signs of the zodiac are called mutable signs, changeable, not grounded. So there's a lot of ideas flowing, which is great. But in order to manifest something with all those ideas, we need to somehow focus or ground them in some way once we decide on the next best course of action. So this is great for brainstorming, but you might need to write things down or have somebody, in your group, so to speak, that's grounded enough that can keep you kind of on task or to keep the focus on what these ideas and perspectives are all about and how to utilize them to the best of our ability. But it's a very, again, creative opportunity to come up with new solutions as we move forward. Also on Monday, the 18th, we do have the sun in water sign Scorpio. It's still in water sign Scorpio. And it's in a positive trine connection to Neptune, the planet that rules the spiritual realm, our psychic gifts, spirituality. Neptune also does rule illusion, confusion, and delusion, but this is a positive connection. So the sun is about our confidence, our courage, our ego, how we shine our light. Again, it's still shining its light through this shadow perspective of Scorpio, where we're doing a lot of internal subconscious healing and clearing, but it's nearing the end of its journey through that water sign. As it connects in a positive way to Neptune, it can really heighten our psychic sensitivities because Neptune is in Pisces. and that's its ruling sign. It's another water sign. So this is all about clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience, claircognizance, healing abilities. All of these psychic abilities are magnified to the extreme. This can also magnify the healing that is being done or taking place within ourselves, and the healing that we're projecting out into the world or giving to other people. On Tuesday the 19th, we're back to Mercury in Sagittarius, and it's in a positive connection on Tuesday with Chiron, the wounded healer, the one that rules our past life wounds and traumas, which is in Aries right now, which is the sign of the self, the individual. So again, this is a positive connection. So it opens up this opportunity to bring this harmonious healing to the mental body, because it's Mercury. Mercury rules the mental body. So again, bringing healing to our thoughts, our ideas, our perspectives and perceptions, how we communicate with ourselves, how we communicate with other people. Chiron supporting us as the shaman in this healing journey right now. And then the big thing that happens on Tuesday the 19th is Pluto, planet of death and rebirth, transformation and regeneration, rebirth and renewal, is moving back into Aquarius until 2043, 2044. Okay, and it initially will move out of Aquarius in 2043, but then it dips back into Aquarius and then finally leaves it in 2044 for Pisces. But that's a long ways away, isn't it? That's a really long ways away. That's like 20 years, pretty much, right? And so Pluto, this is going to be a big shift that's felt on a collective level. These slower moving planets like Pluto is felt on a collective level, and it's part of the collective story of humanity and what's going on. So as Pluto is coming out of or leaving Capricorn, which rules the third dimensional patriarchal system, and moving into Aquarius, which rules the future of humanity and the collective of humanity, and coming up with these unique and brilliant solutions for humanity. This is the beginning, even though it's dipped kind of in and out of Aquarius for a couple of years now that it's going in there for good, this is kind of the new start, the new beginning to the possibilities, the positive possibilities that lie before us as a humanity. And then on Thursday, the 21st, we've got the sun leaving Scorpio and moving into Sagittarius. So the sun, again, our ego, our sense of confidence and courage, and how we're shining our light is no longer going to be shining its light through that shadow aspect of healing the subconscious of Scorpio. And now it's moving into Sagittarius, which is the archer. And the archer, right, the one with its bow and arrow, is shooting off into new horizons. It's directing its energy in this fiery way, because Sagittarius is a fire sign. So in a fiery, passionate, creative, and inspirational way, we're expanding our horizons into new territory. And of course, this happens the same time every year. It's going to be in Sagittarius until December 21st. And also on Thursday, the 21st, the sun in Sagittarius, at the beginning degree, the 0 degree point, will make a positive sextile aspect to Pluto, who we just talked about moving into Aquarius, and Pluto will be at the 0 degree point of Aquarius. So this brings a very positive opportunity for us to move into more inspirational and mentally creative aspects of our beingness. And again, and how we come together in networking and as a collective to assist humanity in some way, shape, or form. Now, this could also bring an opportunity on a personal level, right? An opportunity, something inspired, something that pops into your head, an aha moment, a revelation, something unique as far as a new creative project, something new to add to your business. All of these things can definitely happen for you on a personal level as well. And then on Friday the 22nd, we've got Venus. Venus rules the divine feminine energy, the feminine archetype. Venus rules love and relationships, and Venus rules our personal resources like money and finances, or time, our gifts, our efforts. She's in business-oriented Capricorn right now. So she's definitely more focused on career, business, the work that needs to be done, her goals, her ambitions. And she's in a positive sextile on Friday to Saturn, who just recently last week turned back to direct motion. And Saturn is the authority, and Saturn is about karmic lessons, and Saturn is about responsibility, and Saturn is about restructuring. So we're going to look mostly at the positive keywords for Saturn because this is a positive aspect. So when it comes to rebuilding or restructuring our business, our goals, our ambitions, this is an opportunity to do so right now. This can also bring a restructuring process as far as how we value ourselves and our sense of self-worth, because Venus does rule values and self-value as well. All right, so that's a little bit about the astrology for the week. Let's go ahead and take a look at the messages from our angels and guides. The first card came out as 2. So the first of those 2 cards, turning it over. Ooh, it's the 10 of Flames. The 10 of Flames. This is like the 10 of Wands or the 10 of Fire. Now, when we talk about the 10, right, this is the last of the minor arcana before we go into the Page and the Knight and the Queen and the King, the court cards. So being the last of the minor arcana in Wands, we're getting to the end or completion of something. And you can see the imagery on this card is of a person here carrying a lot of flames, a lot of, torches, so to speak, on his back in a little sack. And so it's like feeling this responsibility and feeling maybe this heaviness and feeling even maybe possibly a burden. They're trying to go up this staircase. They're in the dark. They're in the shadows. This is kind of reminiscent of the sun being in Scorpio in the beginning of the week. But you can see that it's moving. This person is moving towards this light at the end of the staircase or at the top of the staircase or end of the tunnel. So as the sun moves out of Scorpio, and not that Scorpio is some negative dark sign. I love Scorpio energy. It's all about the mystery and the things that are hidden and researching the metaphysical and healing the subconscious. And I'm all about that. It's all about empowerment. But sometimes with the heavy side of Scorpio, it can be like getting caught in the shadows of fear and anxiety and not knowing how to move forward and going through this really sometimes heavy healing process. But as it moves into Sagittarius later in the week on Thursday, the sun, this is, to me, what this card is signifying. This person is like carrying this weight of going through their own healing journey, and they're getting towards this light at the end or at the top of the staircase, which is going to then brighten things up. What's around this corner, right? Once they turn this corner, they're heading towards this light, but they really don't know what's around the corner. And that's the expansion into the new horizons of the sun moving into Sagittarius. But right now, at the beginning of the week, they might feel a little, again, weighted down with responsibilities and everything they've been through, the situations and circumstances that have been happening for them in life. All the while, carrying these tasks or carrying these things that they've had to continue to do, because as human beings, we have to continue to function every day in life. But we're getting again towards the end. Now let's see what comes out with this card, because this was part of a 2-card kind of pull. And this is great because we went from the 10 of Flames, the completion of something, to the 6 of Flames. And the 6 of Flames is like the 6 of Wands, and it's the victory card. They even have the 6 flames. Actually, this is 5 flames here, and the 6th flame is here at the top. But it's in the form of like a V, which stands for victory. That's why they call it the victory card. And so there's light, here's that light at the end of the tunnel. Here's that torch that this person is carrying. All the rest of the flames or wands are on his back in that sack, but he's carrying that flame. And here's the flame now illuminating and highlighting this sense of success and victory for having gone through this latest time period. Maybe the latest time period has been a month. Maybe it's been a couple, 2-3 months. Maybe it's been the last year or 2 years for you. It all depends on the individual. But now we're getting to something lighter and brighter. We're moving into a place of success and recognition for having gone through what we went through. Maybe the recognition is from other people, family, friends. Maybe it's recognition on a career level where other people are recognizing who you are and what you do. Maybe it's just recognition from your angels and guides saying, yay, we're applauding you. You made it through that healing time period. Maybe it's your higher soul self applauding you and recognizing you for a job well done. But either way, this is a great turning point into something a lot lighter and brighter, moving towards this passion and creativity and vitality and new energy and new opportunities that's around this corner. All right, let's look at the next card. The next card is the 10 of Crystals. This is like the 10 of Pentacles in the traditional tarot. And again, it's a completion card because it's the number 10. But this has a more, I guess, positive feeling to it than that 10 of Wands did earlier. The 10 of Crystals is achieving the completion of like some material goals. Maybe you're coming to completion with something in your career, or even the idea of where you're going to take your career next, right? It doesn't mean that it's all completed and you're at the end of it, but maybe it's the completion of figuring out where you want to go next, or what you want to be doing in your life purpose, on your life path, destiny path. The 10 of Crystals can also indicate some material wealth or financial manifestation of stability and security. It's got all these wonderful crystals here, right up here in this. It's not really a well. I can't remember what you call those things, but it's right here with all these crystals. These are all the possibilities that will be made manifest before you. It doesn't always just mean money and finances, but this could be the manifestation of more of your gifts to share with the world, the manifestation of a career path, to move forward on, the manifestation of a solution on what to do next in your life, the manifestation of happiness and joy in your family life can also be a part of this. We've got this kind of line of crystal quartz crystals here, kind of like leading up to this kind of manifestation of these tangible things in our life. This is a card about tangibility. So this home, where you're living, family, money, finances, career, job, health, good health and well-being. These are all the tangible things in our lives that the 10 of Crystals is highlighting, saying, yay, you're getting there, you're getting to this completion phase, and it's feeling really good. I mean, this is a card where it feels really good. We're feeling like plush and lush with all these wonderful gifts that the universe is going to be providing us. Now, does it all happen this week? I hope it does for you, but this can be maybe the beginning of moving towards that, feeling again this more positive victory energy, and now I can move into manifesting that, okay? Let's look at the last card. Oh, I love it. I love it. Because this is Major Arcana 17. It's called the Star, and it is called the Star in the traditional tarot. And the Star card is ruled by Aquarius energy, and Pluto is moving into Aquarius this week. So what better card to have at the end of our reading for this week but the Star card? This can be about our hopes, our aspirations, our dreams, our desires, and moving towards that in a future sense to bring them into fruition. Right? The universe is helping us. The universe is guiding us. Our angels and guides are leading us, protecting us, providing messages for us. We just need to tune in and pay attention. This can even be about tuning into your psychic senses, tuning into your higher soul self. This can be about heightening your psychic gifts so that you can hear the guidance from spirit. And I love that this Egyptian figure is kind of on this, what might be considered a boat from those times, the Egyptian times, but moving forward through the universe, moving forward through the cosmos. It's really an inspiring and aspiring card is what they're coming out with. And, we're reaching for the stars. We're reaching for this higher potential. Connecting with our higher soul self is going to help us to to reach for that higher potential of, again, moving towards our hopes, dreams, and wishes. All right, let's see what message you get from the Gateway of Light Activation. I chose this deck this week because Pluto's moving into Aquarius, and kind of the idea of whatever message card you get, depending on your stone of choice, is how Pluto in Aquarius is helping you, or where it's moving you towards, the energies that it's helping you to connect with. Okay, so the first stone of choice was the selenite wand. So for those people that chose the selenite wand, what's their message for this week? And maybe even for the weeks to come with Pluto moving into Aquarius. Selenite. This one's calling my attention. And it says Orion activation. So this is the Orion star system, and there's an activation from the Orion star beings of the light. It says supernova. Wow, supernova, like pshoo, like something awesome is gonna like happen, and just it feels like it's gonna happen all of a sudden, like a supernova, right? Something's gonna expand really fast, really quickly, really extravagantly. And then it says recreation, renewal, which is a keyword for Pluto, and rebirthed by the light. And rebirth is a keyword for Pluto. So Pluto's really going to activate something awesome. Are you willing to step through the gate though? Right? It's like, again, the Aquarius energy is like moving into a new paradigm of energy. Are you ready to move through this gate into the new paradigm of energy? Are you ready to be activated, renewed, rebirthed? Okay, so whatever that feels like to you, I'd say in meditation, envision that. Envision the doorway. Envision yourself walking through the doorway into this new activation time of Pluto moving into Aquarius. Okay, wow, that's pretty awesome. Let's put that back in the deck in case somebody else gets it. Okay, and then the special message card for the week, and perhaps the weeks to come for those that chose the Labradorite. Labradorite people, special message for Labradorite. This one's calling my attention. Holy Grail. Whoo, you guys, this is great too. So the Holy Grail is being given to you, or offered to you, maybe is a better word. Look at that golden light, that golden yellow light of the solar plexus chakra, confidence, courage, empowerment, leadership. We got some orange energy there too with the sacral chakra for creative self-expression and passion for life and passion for your mission. And the Holy Grail says inner discovery. So you're discovering a lot about yourself. You're discovering more of your gifts and talents and abilities as a sacred soul, as a spiritual light worker. And it says finding sacredness. I just said sacred soul. That's interesting. So you're finding your sacredness, right? Your true self, your higher self, your sacred self, your spiritual self. You're finding that sacredness within yourself. And it says you are what you seek. You are sacred. You are empowered. You are confident. You are a leader in some way, shape, or form, right? It's like your own little niche as far as why you're here. And maybe it's about home and family and loving your home and family and nurturing your home and family. Maybe it's about starting a business that's going to help the collective of humanity. Maybe it's about offering services that can help to awaken people and awaken them to their gifts. So this can take so many forms. It's not just about one particular thing. We all have gifts. We all have a talent. We all have a reason for being here and a mission here on this planet. So you're being offered again this Holy Grail where your dreams can come true and where you can make dreams true for other people, depending on why you chose to be here this time around in this lifetime. I love it's just almost like water but fire at the same time, right? Which is an alchemical process. When you're combining water and fire, those are two elements that don't seem to go together, but they create a new element. Water and fire together create like steam. And so this is like a new thing that you're creating with these intuitive, nurturing, loving, compassionate water parts of you and the inspirational, creative, enlightening, leadership-oriented fire parts of you. Okay, let's put that back in the deck. And then the last stone of choice was the Lemurian seed crystal, specifically the feminine Lemurian seed crystal. So special message for this week and the weeks following for those that chose the Lemurian seed crystal. Lemurian seed crystal. Special message. Okay, this one's calling my attention when I open my eyes. Ooh, this is the Halls of Amente. The Halls of Amente initiation. So I don't right now in my mind know what the Halls of Amente are about. And I know some of you do. But if you don't, just Google it and look it up. But obviously it has some great cosmic spiritual meaning here as we're looking through this kind of lens or window into the cosmos. And the Halls of Amente, it says secrets revealed. Now I know that some people, sometimes there's a connection with the Halls of Amente with the Akashic records. I don't know that that's really the case. I believe they're two separate things. But with secrets being revealed, and, you know, I mean, is it really a secret, right? Our Akashic records are there for us to connect to and to figure out, not to figure out, but to know, to understand, to have awareness of what we've done in previous lifetimes, what we've been, what our gifts and talents are, what lessons we still need to learn, what karma we still need to heal. But the secrets being revealed also must have something to do with the Halls of Amente. And it says treasures uncovered. So again, that's like your gifts, your talents, your abilities, those inner treasures within yourself, within your soul that are being uncovered for you. And it also says initiations. So you're going through an initiation time period, downloads, activations, right? It just feels like the Halls of Amente must be this real spiritual, kind of connectedness to something. I feel like, I don't have the book with me. I thought maybe the book was in the card holder thing here, but it's not. So I'm just going to say that this is a special, sacred, spiritual plane of reality, the Halls of Amente, where aspects of yourself, how it says secrets revealed, aspects of yourself are being uncovered and revealed. Your gifts and talents are coming more into your conscious awareness. And you're being initiated to a new level. You're being initiated to this new spiritual level, this new spiritual path, so to speak. It's something very cosmic, something very universal, or universally connected. This could even connect you to your starseed brothers and sisters as well. All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in for the weekly reading. I'm sending you all so much love and light. Thank you for your comment, your love, your support. And I will see you again next week, everyone. Namaste.